Okay class, so far you've designed the backdrop maze and you've put all the sprites that you're going to be using to control the game. So you can see I've already added a few more extra ones that I have scattered around the maze. Now at the moment they don't do anything, but later on if you want to, especially those who know what they're doing, you could actually add some other interactivity with it later on. This is the dog that's going to be the main character that I'm going to be using for the sprite, for the game. So first of all, I want to go to the code section where I want to start adding the code. Now, it's important to plan and think about how the game's going to work first before you start coding it. So here's an example of what I've done. I've come up with the idea where the dog is in the maze, needs to exit the maze to be on fire hydrant. If I touch the maze wall, I'm going to restart the level, and I can control the dog with arrow keys. So I've come up with some sort of what we call pseudocode. It's not real code. It's sort of like an English version of what the instructions are in the coding. I'm going to use the up arrow key to move the dog up, and that's using the Y coordinate. The down arrow moves the dog down using the -Y. Left arrow key moves the dog to the left, my bad, and that should have been -X, and the right arrow key moves the dog to the right, and that will be normal X. Now, where did I come up with these X and Y coordinates? If you look at what you do in math, yeah, we're talking about math now, you can see that you have something called a Cartesian plane, and this is how computers place things on a computer screen. They use Y and X coordinates, so +Y, -Y, +X, -X, and you can tell the character to move +X or -X or +Y or -Y, and it will move the character on the screen. Continuing on with how the code will work, we want to say when the game starts by clicking that big green flag. You'll want to set the winning and the losing scores to 0. These are what we call wheeze and attempts. You can name it anything you want. You can set that up. We want to set the position of the dog to be at its starting position, wherever it wants to start at the maze. So you need to know the X and Y coordinates of that as well. And then you want the dog to say something like, I need to pee. And then you want to basically, once you've set up all that, you want to run a forever loop. What it means is it's going to continually check these conditions, which is different from the setup. The setup you only do at the start of the game, but this is what we want to run forever once you set that up. So it's important to understand what you're setting up and what you're repeating forever. So what I want to do is I want to continuously forever check these conditions. If the dog makes contact with the fire hydrant, I want it to say, finally, I can wee. I want to add 1 to the wee score, or the winning score. And then I want to basically set the position of the dog back to its starting position. So the original X and Y coordinates, so you can keep playing the game over and over. And if the dog makes contact with the wall, you want him to say ow. You want to add 1 to the attempts, or the losing score. And again, you want to send him back to the starting position, X and Y coordinates, so you can keep playing the game. If you want, you can actually make more code saying if the dog makes contact with one of the sprites, the other sprites that you put, you can make him say different things, and then add 1 to the attempts and put it to that. So you can make him do the same thing as contacting with the wall, but you might make him say something different. Or you can code it however you want. So it's really up to you. So next video will show you actually how to put the code in.